Hey, what's up? It is DJ. A new gameplay trailer for the Highlands fishing expansion is out, and today we're going to take a look at it and break everything down. That way you know exactly what to expect once it is released on Tuesday, November the 4th. First up, let's take a look at the trailer. So there is quite a bit that we need to talk about. We're going to start with new equipment that we get to see, whether that be new things that we already knew about or new things that we didn't know about. And I want to start it right here at the very beginning. So this and the thing that we get to see after it, almost, if you're not paying attention, it actually got me the first time I looked through this. These are two different things. So this is a monosim planter. I don't know what we're planting here, but we're planting something. But after that, this is the onion planter. So this is going to, or cedar, because it's putting off a seeding thing. So this has 3 groups of 5. Each of these groups of 5 is 1.5 meters wide, saying that this is about 4.5 meters working with on this machine. And here we can get a little bit of a better close-up on that. You can see we've got boop, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. And here it is rocking and rolling as well. One of the interesting things that I see from this screenshot here is there's no seed thing on the very front. I would have expected us needing something to hold extra seed, but I guess since this is a vegetable, technically, it probably uses virtually no seed, just like the other vegetable crops. Don't worry, we're going to talk about the rod and reel, just not yet. We're going to get through the equipment first. Now here's kind of an interesting one because we've seen this piece of equipment already. We saw this back at the announcement of the pack. So we have a harvester kind of thing on the front, basically a topper that's going to cut off the leaves. And then this guy, the windroom, this is taking everything from out of the ground and it is depositing it on the outside. Currently it's dropping down the middle, as you can see there. However, it's got this belt on it and it can either scoot to the left or to the right. And I think it can kick it out to both sides as well. Don't remember if that was something they said or not, but we are able to make a little bit bigger windrows out of this. And this will actually pull out that group of 5. So that boop, 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 it'll pull out that whole thing. It's going to take you a little while doing this, but you know, you've got it. And then once you've got it, here's a little bit of a better look at it. Of course, you can go back and watch if you want to. This is a new machine. It kind of looks like the potato harvester that we used to have. However, this is a little bit different. We've got to write it down. The Grimmy Fairchild self-propelled onion harvester. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to pull onions out of the ground. It certainly isn't in this screenshot right here, this video. So I'm guessing it ain't going to pull them out of the ground for you. You are going to have to get them out. But it is very cool. And also at the top right-hand side, we've got some pictures on this. So usually with these machines, you have cameras around. This one definitely has some cameras. And we've got screenshot, like video from this machine actually in real life. Kind of interesting. I wish they would have made it more farm sim-y or just made them work. But we're not going to get that. This is okay. After that, we pull out and we get to see the steam engine a little bit. It's a bit of a teaser. We get to see this kind of throughout the whole video. The whole video is kind of following it around. It is a steam engine, which is very, very neat. But then we get to see this guy. So this is our JCB, move my big old head here, the JCB 4220 Icon, and it is pulling a bunning manure spreader. Both of these are new. The JCB, yes, we've got a mod already of the 4220 Icon. This is going to be part of the DLC. It just is what it is. And then we have the bunning manure spreader. So it's kind of nice to get some proper UK stuff finally in here. We'll go ahead and play through it again. You get an idea of what to expect from that. I think that part is super neat. Go back, watch this again. Hang on, check this out. Where it just like follows the discs and then slows down. I think that's awesome. That's very, very cool. So the next one's going to be the New Holland in the front. We barely see that, but we got the New Holland 80-20 with the agri spreading lime. I'm not sure if this is going to do fertilizer as well. With the way the spread is, I'm going to assume, I don't think we have anything that only does lime. It does lime and something else. And usually something else is lime and it does something else full time. There's our train again, so that's pretty neat. And then it goes here into the boat system. Now this is the Lizard flat deck or something. I can't remember what they called this thing, but Lizard barge perhaps. We are able to buy a couple different boats, which is nice. We can drive them. You can drive them around anywhere on the water, apparently. So that is very cool. Boats are in. Boats are in. We also have the fish here, so we're getting fish food and we're delivering it to the boat and putting it on the boat, and you got to use the crane and everything because these are out at sea. These aquacultures, if you want to call them that, they are out to sea. So we'll be able to do that. It's kind of neat. I don't know. The boat's pretty cool too. If we can move my big old head here. I mean, the boat's awesome. The boat's awesome. As we make our way through this section, we can kind of see the fish down there too. The fish, it is what it is. We've seen this before. We've got all of these seagulls flying around. They are super, super annoying. The get out of here birds is going to be real. So here we can see, I think this is a new car. But I can tell you that is a new quad 100%. And I know what it is. I don't know which model it is, but I do know which one it is. It is the Can-Am Outlander ATV. This is super cool. We knew Can-Am was coming. This actually, you could see the Can-Am logo right above the digital display there. So that is the Can-Am logo. So we know for sure that is it. Also, I don't know if you noticed what it's pulling up to. I know we're going to be getting a castle that we have to rebuild. And that looks an awful lot like a castle that's being rebuilt to me. It's not a piece of equipment, but I just thought I would point it out. More train, obviously, and then there it goes. We are off to Hogwarts. Cool? Cool. All right. Let's talk about features. So all of that equipment we either knew about or we're seeing it for the first time. Specs really don't matter. We're going to have to wait until those get posted on the website to have the full list of it. Just realizing my face is all red. All right. A rod and reel, baby. Check this out. So we've got a rod and reel here. Go back to it. And I don't know if you can follow or not, but you can actually see where the reel is going in. And right under the bridge, there is a ripple. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to follow the ripple or not, but it is reeling in towards you. It's really, really small, but you can see it. It's reeling straight into you. Out of the water. So, I mean, that tells me fishing, obviously. I mean, we saw it in the artwork. We knew we were getting fishing. We just hadn't seen it yet. Now we're seeing it. It'd be really cool to see the whole thing because they've chopped off the top and the bottom of the screen. But nonetheless, fishing, baby, is happening. Another one I've added is driving the train. I mean, we knew that we would be able to drive the train. We could drive the train on every map that we've got, but we have to rent said train. And here we can kind of see inside the train. Now I'm assuming that this is a steam engine. Yes? A steam engine? I think so. Very cool to see it nonetheless. I mean, you got some steam through here. Some of the pieces are, I don't think those are red hot. I think that's just painted, which looks like awful. But dude's sitting there driving the train. Very cool. The next one is driving the boat. I do think it's very interesting through here, and you can see the guy inside actually like maneuvering things. I think it's kind of cool. The displays on the left leave a lot to be desired because there are no dials on anything, but I do believe that this is still not final footage, even though they didn't put that in the video. Similarly, the crane, I don't know whether I want to call this a new feature or do we call this a new piece of equipment? Because it is a new piece of equipment, but we also have a new feature. When that comes down, it actually extends out some green lines and will grab onto pallets, which is really interesting and really neat. Showed a bunch of videos off of that back in July. So if you missed those, definitely check it out. Or check out the, what is this? The DLC? What's the DLC called? Crap! Highlands Fishing Expansion. I got a whole playlist for that. They call them the expansion now instead of, premium or platinum or whatever. That was kind of annoying when they did that anyway, so it is what it is. But yeah, again, aquaculture is another thing that we've broken down several times at this point and talked about, so that should be nothing wild and crazy, and I think that's about it, if I'm honest. I'm really excited about the four-wheeler. I think that's cool. But yeah, we had this. The castle. Now, it was hinted at pre-FarmCon, whenever they announced this DLC, that we would be getting probably a castle that, might be put back together. I think that was a solid cough moment. But yeah, so we got the castle on the left-hand side. It's also got, things around it. I wonder if we'll have to deliver the wood to actually put that up. That's kind of neat. But that's very happy. It's super cool. It's super neat. Does the four-wheeler have anything on it to maybe hint at what we would have to take up there? No, I don't think so. Well, that's unfortunate. Ooh, it does look like it's got a winch. Ah, yeah. And then finally we get the train. Again, off to Hogwarts. We can also tell what we've got on the train. So at the very front, we've got the steam machine itself, steam locomotive. Behind that, looks like we've got 3 grain cars. One of them's closed, 2 of them are open. Logging, and then lastly on the very back, something for bales. Very similar, if not exactly the same as everything else that we've got for Farming Simulator right now. I am very, very excited to drive across this. We are going to roleplay becoming a wizard, Harry. Probably. We won't, but that'd be funny. And there you go. That is your full breakdown of the Highlands Fishing Expansion for Farm Sim 25, released Tuesday, November the 4th. PC, Mac, PS5, and Xbox Series. Pre-orders are live right now. You can pick up the expansion for $30 USD, but if you use my link in the description, you can save an extra 10%. That is only PC version. If you own the Year 1 Season Pass, you will receive the DLC as part of that, so no need to pre-order or anything like that. Simply download the DLC on launch day, and you're good to go. Included is a new map, Kinlag. It's based in Scotland. We have new crop of onions, Highland cattle, new fishing farms, and over 20 machines to farm on the land and water from new brands like Monosim, Can-Am, AgriSpread, and GT Bunning. For more information, you can check out the Highlands Fishing Expansion playlist. Got it right that time. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll catch you in the next one.